Colombia. Welcome to Colombia. Welcome.
Thank you.
You will find some characteristics of our regions. This one is the Andes one. Please follow me. These are some examples.
And here you can see some of the handcraft that the indigenous people of the region do. Now please continue here with me.
Have you ever seen a Chiva? They're Colombia's traditional buses, and the one you're on right now is magical. Air, water, fire, and earth are the four elements that are the essence of life. They are all uniquely expressed in Colombia. I am Earth, and we're here to tell you the story of a country connected to the rhythm of the future, the story of its people and their natural resources. Colombia is a blessed country, crossed from end to end by the imposing Andes mountain range, creating all kinds of climates, ecosystems, and unique landscapes. This is the story of the Western Colombian Andes, mountains of coffee and flowers. But if we talk about climates, we must talk about Medellin, the city of eternal spring where innovation and fashion bloom.
And reggaeton. Sheer joy, happiness, and the desire to have a good time also flourish in the city.
This is Omar. Did you know Medellin is the capital of the fourth industrial revolution in Latin America? Here, innovation is in the DNA of the people, helping build the future of the country.
Yes, innovation. But did you know that some of the biggest reggaeton stars were born here? It is also the birthplace of famous artist Fernando Botero, of whom you saw a sculpture before you came in today.
The chiva is yours, Omar.
Parceros, as we call friends around here. Buckle up your imaginary seatbelts. We're going to see some of the most spectacular places in our country. I'm an agronomist, and I'd like you to join us. In a very perfect way.
We can visit all of these places since they are nearby and well connected. In the coffee cultural landscape, one-of-a-kind natural, economic and cultural elements blend together perfectly. This landscape, which has been listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is the thriving result of hard-working coffee-growing families that have kept a legacy alive for generations. A legacy that embraces technology to continue offering the best possible product.
That way, Colombian coffee culture remains renowned all around the world.
All of these incredible places you see are possible thanks to Colombia's imposing mountain ranges and the various climates that exist at different altitudes, from reservoirs to rivers.
Waxpan valleys, even perpetual snow. Traveling through these mountains as we're doing today, I met the woman who stole my heart. Is she here already?
This is your chance. Good luck.
Colombia is definitely a blessed country thanks to mountains like these that breathe life. I'll tell you why in just a moment.
What is this? No. Palm oil is palm oil. Palm oil.
Biodiversity.
Water and earth brought you here to the Colombian massive. Ancestral origins. My name is Cachipri, which means daughter of water. My parents brought me to this place when I was little, so I would learn that before us there were other peoples and other native cultures that had artistic and religious expressions very much like our own.
The mysterious Colombian Massif is the place where the most important rivers in the country are born. A place that feeds the Cauca, Magdalena, and Amazon basins. It's the heart of some of the most representative indigenous communities in the territory.
There are places in this land where we can find the knowledge of lost ancient cultures, such as Tierra Adentro.
That's right, Kachi.
Water, so what is our mission in this Colombia of the future?
That is a great question, Cachipri, to which I have no answer. I am water. I cannot see the future.
I believe that by preserving our past and culture, we can understand ourselves as part of the future.
I agree with you.
I'm going to show you something on this river, the one my grandmother taught me to use. I remember the first time I visited the Las Lajas Sanctuary, a place my grandmother took me to as a child to sell our looms. It was the first time I came upon a faith different from mine. I was impressed. Then I visited Popayán to witness the celebration of the Holy Week. It opened my eyes to a world where we all have different beliefs, which we must respect.
Perhaps I know someone who might be able to answer your question. Show us your loom.
Welcome to the Colombian Amazon Orinoco, sacred rainforests and plains. Let us be carried away by the wisdom of nature. But first, you must open your heart to know how to listen to it.
He's Taita Manuel. He's a traditional healer of the Cofan indigenous people, an Amazonian community that keeps its ancestral knowledge and traditions alive, which include healing rituals for both body and soul.
Whoa! Be inspired by the hearts of our ancestors, the National Park of Chiribique.
It's huge.
It's a World Heritage Site, essential to the preservation of the planet's biodiversity and natural ecosystem. It's a true treasure.
It's so beautiful.
The River of Seven Colors is a great example of how water is life. Perhaps our future, indigenous or not, depends on taking care of everything we have been doing, especially water.
Let's go back to my region. I want to take you to a very special place, Taita Manuel. The perfect place to gaze at the stars is the desert. For hundreds of years, the native peoples learned to follow the stars. We still look at them, so we don't forget where we come from. They are our GPS, leading the way to keep alive our ancestral wisdom. My grandparents taught me to look at the sky, but also to look at the earth, at the water, to know who I am.
Maybe that's the answer you were looking for. It's time for me to go, but the journey will continue to Ruben's gallery.
From here, where the sun sets, all the way to the Mavecure Hills, you'll find only virgin plains, epic sunsets, and an immense variety of flora and fauna. This is the Orinoquia. We, the Llaneros, learn to ride first and walk after. That's the way we are raised. Here we grew up among experts, the biodiversity unlike any other in Colombia. The Llanera culture speaks of cattle, horses, bolero and joropo. But if it's Colombia rhythm to sing, then follow the earth, and you'll happen upon a pleasant surprise.
Is located at the north of the world. It provides Colombia about the 11% of the energy. In Colombia, we have two big islands. First, we have San Andres, and then we have Malpelo. Malpelo is a big island in the Pacific, and here we have the third coral reef, most impressive in the world. Your melody goes to the chart. Almost every year. Welcome.
We're gonna learn how to play drums and how to dance, okay? Enjoy it.
I'm sharing with you the wonders of the Colombia's greater Caribbean and Pacific. I am the air that moves through two oceans, flying through islands, breathing with diversity of colors, whistling through the jungles and deserts that embrace their beaches.
Air is also the rhythm that leads and flows from the musical instruments. The Colombian Pacific vibrates to the sound of music, tradition, and ancestral heritage.
In the greater Colombian Caribbean, air is so important that we call vallenato just that, airs. Our whole life involves a big variety of rhythms and flavors. Meet Jonathan and Shadia. Let's stop talking about rhythm, let's show them. Jonathan, why don't you start?
Welcome to your first class of Pacific percussion. We're gonna start with a simple rhythm using the drums in front of you. Now use your right hand first like this. Try to follow the rhythm. Now your other hand like this. This is basic without rhythm, which goes like this. Now we're gonna try to do another rhythm. This time we're gonna do a bunde. It goes something like this. The Colombian Pacific is just beaches. It's also Cali, a vibrant city rich with culture, entrepreneurship, design, and style, with a captivating and electrifying atmosphere. Whether you're here on business or simply to have a good time, after all, Cali is the salsa capital of the world.
Did you say salsa? I want to dance salsa. Why don't you teach them a couple of simple steps?
Sure thing, Eric. Let's learn some basic salsa choking steps. So what we're going to do is move side to side in the count of 3, like this. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Faster. Arms up. Good job, everyone. That was great. Okay, so now let's switch to one of the greater Colombian Caribbean rhythms. Let's dance Mapale. Okay, everybody follow me. Arms out like this, and we're going to push up and down in circles. Put our whole body into it. That's okay. You got it? Now faster. The greater Colombian Caribbean enjoys a huge number of rhythms thanks to its blend of fascinating cultures, from the indigenous Guayú to the raizales and palenqueros, with rhythms such as vallenato, porro, cumbia, which have been recognized as World Heritage, show the world that we are a land of contrasts.
It is true. As you start heading away from the sea, you will find beautifully quaint little towns in between rivers, marshes, and mountains. Indigenous civilizations, all with a rich cultural heritage.
The Barranquilla Carnival is a colorful celebration in which we get to express all the folklore and diversity of rhythms that make up the greater Colombian Caribbean. Just like the carnival, we are a region filled with joy, color, and diversity. We always have people from all around the world who get to experience firsthand our warmth.
It's impossible not to get caught up in the rhythm of these two regions. Their love of life is also reflected in productivity and entrepreneurship, in the creation of industry and renewable energies. This is a place that's quite simply impossible not to fall in love with.
So now you know we'll be expecting you. Jonathan, get over here. I want to bid farewell to our guests with a dance. Hey, Jonathan.
Are we dancing champeta?
Yes, sir. We
Okay.
are. Join in. Don't be shy.
You can definitely feel the rhythm and flavor in the air.
You can feel the heat, not only in the the weather, and all the people who live their lives passionately. You should never let that fire inside you go out. I'll see you soon to tell you more.
Yes.
Give you a sample. The dark chocolate with the strawberry and peppermint. Do you want?
Mitai. Thank you.
Okay. We have different percentage of cocoa, starting from 40% to 82%. Also, we have cream chocolate, starting from 70% to 100%. We have different products: honey, crackers, almonds, coffee, tea.
Dark one.
This is 70%, 82%, 100%. Which one do you like?
We have this. This is the best seller.
100 will be too.
Like a little bit bitter, like a strong, yeah.
How much is this?
35 dirham.
You have coffee here?
Coffee. We also have coffee here.
So I can give you some.
This is roasted coffee.
This is coffee.
This is Colombian coffee. No, it's loose. So we have roasted in beans and roasted in ground.
So we have
The ground is.
These 55 dirhams, 300 for 3 grams. We have pure honey, cocoa powder, like milk. These almonds, the almonds are covered with ginger and orange. Almonds.
Covered with what?
Almonds covered with orange and ginger.
Orange and ginger.